Hey, good morning, everybody. Where am I at? There I am. I moved my camera. How's everybody doing? Monday. Welcome to Monday. Adjust my camera. Sunny. It's actually sunnier today than it was yesterday. Remember, it was just a little overcast yesterday. Sue's here. Remember that, Sue?
What's that?
It was a little overcast yesterday.
Yes,
it's sunny this morning. So, hey, Google. Good morning.
Good morning, Lucky Dog. It is 7:59 a.m. Currently in DeLand at 77 and sunny. Today, there will be scattered thunderstorms with a forecasted high of 91 and a low of 74. By the way, you need to set out trash. Have a wonderful day.
See, so, you know, my delay that I changed on it's quicker because now it said it was 7:59. Usually by the time I started, it was 8. So it was a minute early because I changed my delay around. So that's kind of interesting. So anyways, hey, Cassie's laying over on Sue. So she's sleeping here nicely on it and taking a. Is it too early to take a nap? You just get up. Of course, me and Cassie's been up since just before 5.
Yeah, you and the dogs have been up.
You know, Sue just been up here probably half hour.
An hour now. I got
an hour now.
A little before 7.
A little before 7. Good morning, Ron. How's Ron doing this morning? Did you get to go out and fly yesterday? Check out. I don't know if you was checking out one of your new ones that you got or not. It's always fun. It's fun and nerve-wracking to fly a new or different plane because you're not sure what it's going to do and how you'll be able to handle it. So, oh, Jeff. Good morning, Jeff. How you doing this morning? Good to see Jeff on. So we got Jeff, Ron, and me and Sue's on too. So, and the lucky dogs are hanging out here. All right. So looks like it's gonna be warm. It got pretty warm yesterday. It clouded over, thundered, never rained. You know, it was. We're in that time of year now that our rain showers are slower. You know, in June they come downpours, but they're slowing down, which is good. A lot of people go, we need the rain. Well, I don't know, we've had a lot of rain. It's still wet out here, you know, and it just makes the grass grows all it does. So anyways, a little bit about the rain and weather. Google. Okay, Google, tell us a joke.
Why did the banker switch careers? She lost interest.
Ron says, yes, tired the beaver. Oh, tried the beaver out, and it needs a little work. And flew my Cessna. Cool. The Beaver's a cool plane too. You know. Now I forget. Is that Beaver electric or is that gas? I would say maybe it's electric. So, so that's a cool plane there. Do you have somebody test fly it?
Never heard of any electric beavers. I've seen some beavers have gas.
Yeah, that's right. Some beavers get gas and some of them are electric. Oh well. I haven't seen a beaver. Let's see. Have I seen any beavers in Florida? I don't remember. I've seen those otters. I've seen otters around, but I see them out at wildlife there at the Lake Woodruff Wildlife Preserve. I'll see the otters out there. So I do see some otters. So anyways, there's all kinds of critters out here. There's critters I know I haven't seen, and there's also Sue still hasn't seen a gator. You've been here what? Going on 4 years, you know, and she hasn't, and she's been close to one because I saw one, and it was just hard for her to walk on around to show it to her. And if it chased her, I don't think she could get away quick enough. Yeah. So anyways, good morning, Tammy.
She got hit by a gator.
There's Sue. Tammy's on. Tammy loves gators. She said she'd like to have a gator as a pet. Is that right, Tammy? I don't think so, Tammy. I don't think Tammy cares much for the gators on it. I don't ever had. It's just a rare incident that you would have an encounter with a gator. So, anyways, they're fun to talk about.
Gator tail's good to eat, right?
It is if it's made right, like gator tail. They make it in little bites. The best place around here is out by the river. There's a little restaurant, Shady Oaks, and it's really good. Yeah, Jeff says I like gator tails. That's it. You know, it's like. Gator tail's good, you know. Ron says, yeah, oh, it's electric, and yeah, Paul for him to check it out. One of the struts came loose. Okay, so you'll have to go over it Ew. Tammy goes, ew, she probably don't want to eat gator.
Oh no, it's good, Tammy.
It's actually pretty good, really.
Deep batter, deep fried. It's good.
Especially if they do it right, you know. There's a way to do it properly, and the one, if it's not, it's kind of chewy, you know. But if it's done right, it's tender, you know. Mm-hmm. And generally, they have a little sauce that you dip it in.
Kind of like a spicy.
A little spicy sauce.
Little spicy dip, yeah.
It's pretty good. I've had it a lot of times. Generally, if someone comes to Florida and haven't been, I'll order gator and say, give it a try, you know. It tastes like chicken. Jeff said
chicken,
best I had was in Mayfield, Florida. Okay, where's Mayfield?
Where's that at?
Yeah. Ron says gator's good. You know, I'm not sure where Mayfield is. That one's a new one on me. I thought I knew.
Tell us where that's at, Jeff. We'll check it out.
Yeah.
Road trip.
To buy a gator, I just go over to the river. I'm not going very far to go get a piece of gator. But hey, anyways, remember in the old days how we did selfies? This is the old selfie. Hold the receiver up and take a picture. we didn't have selfie. Yeah, it tastes like chicken. Yeah. Yeah, that's the old selfie. We didn't have that. Remember back in the days when we didn't have selfies? Video has become the thing nowadays. You know, it's so easy to do all kinds of videos. I mean, you can I can take it, whip it up take it right on your phone, put it right on Facebook, YouTube. So videos have become an easy thing for us nowadays. You know, it's not like the old days. You know. Yeah, Ron says he likes gator sausage. I've never had gator sausage. Tam says no thanks. I've had frog legs. I don't think I've ever had frog legs because.
Oh, I've had frog legs.
Have you?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't eat a lot of it. I just tasted it.
Okay, he said it's right at Georgia state line there, near the base.
Oh, Florida state line, Florida Georgia line.
All right, yeah, that's a little way. That's 100 and some miles from here, right to the line. So I'll get my gator over here at the river. When I talk river, we have the St. John's River. It actually goes clear up there. It goes clear up to. It comes in at Titusville. It flows north and goes all the way up to Jacksonville, and it goes back out to the ocean again, or the intercoastal. So yeah, the St. John River goes on. Ron said had gator sausage in New Orleans. I bet that's pretty good, you know. That's got to be pretty good. I've had sausage shotgun. I've had some deer sausage, but I don't like deer. But I did have some deer sausage once that it was spiced up enough you couldn't really tell it was deer. But it always just tastes gamey. I don't never had anything like that I like. You gotta really season it up on it. But gator, I don't mind. I don't know. Maybe because it's seafood that it's a different. They say it doesn't taste like too fishy. Does your fish taste fishy? Well, it's fish. You know. Why? What would it taste more like? Jeff said that it's where St. John's comes in north of Jacksonville. Okay. So it's right by the St. John's River there. So it's the other end of the river. I used to have a boat, and one time I thought, well, I'm going to do a boat trip from out here, what they call White Hair Bridge, at the river, and take my boat in and take it all the way up to Jacksonville. And I never did it because it'd take you forever because all the manatee zones, you can only go less than 5 miles an hour. I used to take those sort of pics with a regular camera and call them refrigerator pictures. Yeah, you put them on your refrigerator. And now you just is Facebook and at your refrigerator now? That's where you post your pictures on Facebook. That's your refrigerator. Well, anyway, yeah, taking the boat up the river. Back when I first got my boat, and I've only owned one boat, and I'll never own another one because it was a pain in the butt. But first week or two after I had it, I was up on the river. And I know there's manatee zones and that. And I actually had a GPS, and I was doing 5 miles an hour, and just slow. And I got pulled over by the game warden, and he said, you were speeding. I was, what? He goes, yeah, you were speeding. And I said, well, gosh. I said, I actually have a GPS here. I said, I was doing 5 miles an hour. He goes, it doesn't matter how fast you're going. He goes, it's how much weight you throw out. And my boat was a cuddy cabin, so it's fairly heavy, and it would just naturally put out pretty good wake. But I said, well, how do you know how fast to go? Well, you just have to figure it out. Well, I said, well, that's not really right. I go, I don't know until I figure out what those deals is. I said, I really just got the boat. Well, he said, I'm going to have to give you a ticket, you know. Give me a ticket. I go, what, for something I didn't even know, for one. And two, I was going slow. Yeah, he goes, he was a nice guy, you know. And I go, that's bullshit, you know. I was more not nice than he was. And I said, well, how much ticket? It's $200. Are you shitting me? $200 for a ticket because I was going 5 miles an hour? You know, and I said, well, I just sell this damn boat right now. I said, this ain't no fun. It cost me $200 to take a ride up the river, you know. And I go, well, he goes, you don't want to sell your boat. And I go, no, if I'm going to get a ticket for nothing, you know. And it didn't make any difference. But while I was sitting there, there was 2 other boats coming, and he pulled them both over, you know. And they were going slow, and they each got their tickets, you know. Jeff says that's crazy, a little gray area, and that's what it is. And the boating and stuff in Florida is nuts. Even if you're fishing, you know, they can actually, if you catch a fish and it's a little too small, or it can be too small or too big, there's a slot on some of them. They can actually take your boat, you know. I don't know how many times that's happened, but they can actually do that. So boating's really crazy. My camera's going weird. It gets dark and then light. Yeah, it sounds like he was a prick. You're right, he was. But actually, Ron, he was a nice guy. He was very pleasant. He wasn't cocky or nothing. He was just doing the law like he did, you know. Tammy says we've gotten very strict with the fishing out here. So, yeah, it's... Anyway, so that was right after I got the boat, and I had it for years. It's just, boats are a pain in the ass. That's what I used to do, is work on boats, did interiors and stuff. But the best way is have a buddy who has a boat. I've said that before, you know. Best way to own a boat is have a buddy have a boat, you know. So what do you a guy with a doctor that's a, what do you call him,
Chiropractor?
No. Does implants and does what do you call those? Plastic surgery. All right.
Plastic surgeon.
So I figured yesterday, if I was a plastic surgeon and did breast implants, I'd put a squeaky toy in them. Now, wouldn't that be fun? I think that would be a blast, don't you, Sue? Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky.
You like Cassie's little toy?
Hey, you know, every time you was kind of copping a fill, you wouldn't get away with it because it would go, what are you doing? Just like, I thought that was kind of funny. I saw that yesterday. Danny said, my friend, she's laughing now. I thought that was cool. Put a squeaky toy in breast implant. You could do that in anything, you know. If people have their butt redone, you know, you sit down, Oh, Tammy said, my friend was a commercial fisherman in Port Agora, and they paid him to learn a new career. Yeah, there's quite a big deal in that. Maybe 2 squeaky toys, yeah. Put one on each side, you know. That's funny. The dogs will drive you crazy. They'll get that squeaky toy, and and I'll take the squeakers out, you know, because it's a pain, you know. So yeah,
goes nuts for it.
She does. Commercial fishermen is a big deal down here. I mean, we have a lot of them right over at Daytona and New Smyrna. You'll see them out there crabbing. You'll see them going out and collecting oysters, and they'll go out shrimping and fishing. And so that's a big deal around here, is commercial fishermen. And apparently they make a living. They have these little boats where they stand in the very, very front in the bow of the boat, you know, and they go out and a lot of times they'll pick up the traps and they'll check. I seen one guy who was getting oysters one day, and he was there right off of down here off the inlet, and I thought those oysters weren't any good because they always smell, but he was collecting them right there. Takes a hammer and chips them off the oysters on it, and apparently they must be okay. I always heard from around here, anything you have to go south of Oak Hill because the oysters up around this way is polluted. So, but I don't know, he got them. I love oysters. Yeah, Tammy says, yes, that's the kind of boat he had, and he used to catch mullet. Yeah, hey, those mullets are fun. Those
Mullets will jump right in your boat.
They'll jump in your boat. They'll jump up on the dock. You know, I'd be out working on the docks. They're working on a boat, and a mullet, some big ones, you know, they'll plop right up here on the dock, you know, and dumb things, and you have to kick them back into the water on it. But or you'll just be out and you'll see the mullet, and they're just jumping, you know. And mullet are funny fish, you know. It's like kind of like our parrotfish we have in our aquarium.
I'm watching that one parrotfish right now build her pile of sand.
Yeah,
she's moving it.
She's moving sand right now. One parrotfish in the aquarium.
You have to take a video of it.
Yeah, I'll have to show that. That he's moving that around. Ron says it's just the police. It's okay for them to break law. Yeah, and when they're off duty and get a ticket, and they won't give any warnings. I know, and they do break, and they protect each other. You know, guy I worked with, he was a retired fireman, and I don't know if he still did it after he was retired, but when he was working, they say, "Oh, I'm with the fire," and they let him go. You know, and that's not right. I don't care. I don't care. It's not right. Everybody gets a ticket, you know.
Yeah, they should get a ticket. In
fact, I got seatbelt ticket trying to keep up with him when we were working together. Nobody paid that for me, you know. So he would have got away with it. Tammy says, I had so much fun on that boat. Yeah, you know, I mean, if you ain't the one that has to take care of it, work on it, boats can be fun. We did jet skis one time. This guy I was working with, he had a couple jet skis, and it was a blast. You know, we went out there, we went out in the ocean, was jumping the waves, and but I'll tell you what, wore me out. I thought I wasn't as tired when I worked as I did playing, you know, racing and that. But yeah, they can be a lot of fun. And it says, I know a few cops. Some are great guys, and some won't give you the time of day. And that's the way some of them are, you know. There's some good cops on it, and there's probably more good ones than bad ones on it. But there's those ones that you call the pricks, you know, that and they're out there. I got stopped one time. It was the day before Thanksgiving, coming home from work, and I was in a hurry. I was in a 50, I think I was doing 60, and pulled me over. I seen him coming at me. He did a U-turn, like, man, he's gonna nail me. And this guy was just, you know, balls to the wall. He was strict. And I'm actually going, you know, pulling his light. This puddle's gonna give me a ticket, you know. And finally he come back and he goes, well, the speed limit here is 50. You need to do that. He goes, you have a happy Thanksgiving. You let me go. It just, I thought sure as heck I was going to get a ticket, but he didn't. But he was so straight to the inside of being friendly, you know. It's, I don't like the sir, ma'am. So I hate that formality. That's not me. I'm not, you know, it's like, I'm Bob, and I really don't like to be called Robert because I'm Bob, you know. I'm very casual, as you can see by the shirts I wear. And yeah, I'm not, thank you, ma'am, sir. That's not me. I guess it's okay, but to me, that's just too formal, you know. So anyways, that was a little bit. All right, how about a new hairstyle? I'm thinking about getting my hair done over. I don't know what y'all think about it, but do you think this look will be good on me? It's, of course, it ain't that dark, you know, and I'd have to get an earring, you know. So I don't know. What do y'all think? Do you think that would...
Scalp.
Yeah, well, it's got some hair around the edge there, and that top is... I don't think my hair would look like that, because my hair is like, flies over. I don't know what you call that, a mullet. But I think it looks like crap.
That looks like a scalping.
It does. It's like they just kind of cut it around, and then they just kind of scalped it off, you know. Anyway, I saw that picture. I had to share it with you also. That's a new style, you know. They do that all the time. They have these different...
No, I don't think they do that.
Tammy said I would call it a mistake. Yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah, it was like they took his top knot and cut it off, so instead of a top knot, it's top knot.
Tammy says, thanks, Tammy. He says my hair looks fine just the way it is. It is, because it's me, you know, and that's just the way I am. And you gotta see it before I comb it, man. It looks like Cassie the poodle's hair, you know. But the thing is, when you get my age, you don't care. You know? You go for it first, Bob. Okay, I thought maybe we'd all do it.
You first, Bob, that's right.
Well, at one time I thought, yeah, I gotta shave my head off, and then I keep saying, nah, I guess I won't, because that's more work than just combing it every day. Because if you don't shave it, then you got stubbles all over it all the time. So it's an ongoing, process. Like every day you get up and shave your head. And I had a friend, he used to come over and he'd shave his head off, and he'd come over, he goes, man, you turn that ceiling fan off, it's cold. And I said, grow some hair, dude. That's your problem. You have no hair on your head to keep you warm. And your heat and stuff and coldness goes out the top of your head. That's why they say wear a hat when it's cold. You'll stay warmer, because they said most of your heat just goes right out the top of your head, So anyways, I think we're going to go ahead and get out of here. I was glad. Oh, Tammy said I had a mullet in the 80s. Well, I don't know if you saw mine on Facebook. My hair was turned to my shoulders. That was probably in the late 70s. It could have been early 80s, yeah, I had it curly, skinny, and hair to my shoulder, and I was the old hippie.
Share that tomorrow. You copy that.
Yeah, I'll have to find that picture. Maybe I can share an old picture of me. I was skinny and long hair. And now I'm fat and short hair. So, hey, it doesn't bother me if somebody, hey, you old fat man. I go, yeah, because I am. It's like, come on, admit it. Yeah, see, I don't bother me if somebody calls me a name if it's the truth. If it's not the truth, then it bugs me. It's not the truth. But if you say you're an old guy man, it's like, yep. It's like, I don't mind, You don't call me a honky. Okay, I'm white, I'm honky. I don't care. Don't bother me. It is what it is. All right, we'll see you guys later on. We're going to get out of here. If you're watching this later, got comments, leave comments. Give us thumbs up. Share it with your friends. And if you're not a subscriber, do us a favor. Hit the subscribe button. It's free. Don't cost you nothing. And everybody have a good Monday. So we'll see everybody again there tomorrow. Tammy says, I am what I am. They don't like it, don't look. Right, Tammy, that's the way I look at it. Same difference. So, all right, we'll see everybody again tomorrow morning. Have a good Monday.